Students are still unsafe on this campus. What have they done? What have they done besides cover their ass publicly to the news, to the media, to the ABC? They've actually not made this campus safer for anyone at all. I am furious.
August 1st marked the 4-year anniversary of the Australian Human Rights Commission's Change the Course report. The report revealed nearly 40% of ANU students had been sexually harassed over a 12-month period, and the ANU had more than double the national average of sexual assaults on campus.
And I think that the big deal was that ANU didn't really have many mechanisms in place to protect students. So after that report came out, there was 9 recommendations of how the university should progress in the future, and basically those haven't been met.
A series of recommendations were made, all of which the ANU accepted in its 2019 progress report. However, 2 years on, students are accusing the ANU of broken promises, with a recent report by the Women's Department outlining the ANU's failure to act on recommendations.
And I actually commend the students. I thought that was ultimately quite a respectful way of doing things.
Students are outraged by this inaction, with many feeling that the university has betrayed survivors and put student safety at risk.
So are you satisfied with Brian Schmidt's response to the protest today?
I mean, not at all. The fact that he said he could provide us with a timeline depending on what we want, and said that he didn't want to lie and he didn't want to make any promises based off of that, it shows that he doesn't have any clear commitment. And even though the ANU spends money on SASH and the RRU, there's no clear leadership in the RRU, and he's fully aware of that.
So in terms of the RRU, what changes would you like to see happen with that department?
Well, they've had a huge issue with staff turnover. I'm not too sure why. It seems like, from what I've heard from student assistants, when they hire people, they aren't actually told what their job's going to be. You'll have people who will quit within 2 to 3 weeks. They have created new roles for case management, but that's only after it was taken to council. And a lot of members of council didn't realize how bad the situation was.
And just a final question, if you could say one thing to Brian Schmidt, what would it be?
Do better.
If you could say one thing to Brian Schmidt, what would it be?
Do better.
You know what you need to do. Time to do it.
Yeah, I would say get your Schmidt together. You know, the women and non-binary gender, and not to say that rape is restricted to those groups, but they are the highest groups that are frequently sexually assaulted. They make up at least half of the campus. This is half the people, at least, that you're letting down. And this obviously affects men too. So these are people that we need to be focusing on. This is an issue that we need to be resolving. So you really need to get onto it.
Literally just why, please. Yeah, that's it.
Fuck you. That's the one thing I'd say. And also, listen to the stories of survivors, because those are the people that we need to prioritise in this situation. And that's not what's being prioritised right now.
When you say I am trying tomorrow, people will get sexually assaulted and harassed. There needs to be no long-term timeline. This has to happen now.